All right, Friday live stream. Happy Friday to you. The weekend is almost here. You've almost made it. Okay, today we're talking about Roku OS 11. This has been kind of rolling out to various Roku devices over the last week or two. I'm not sure, but I got my devices updated, and I thought it might be good to take a look at what Roku OS 11 delivers versus what it promised it would deliver. So that's what we're going to do today. In fact, I've got a list. I've got a list somewhere. Here it is. My list of things that I was excited for. Okay, so they rolled out a bunch of different features, but they highlighted 8 of them. And in the video that I did a couple of weeks ago, I kind of rank ordered the features that I was most excited about. So we're going to kind of go through those. I honestly, the 100% real, I have not yet done all this stuff. Okay, with the exception of photo streams. I did go in and set up photo streams. We'll get there in a bit, but I didn't want to have to do that entire process, live here. So that's the only exception. I haven't looked at anything else on the update. Okay, so before we dive in, or I should say, we're going to do it right here on this screen. I've got my uh, slick little, ability to mirror my screen here. So that's what we're going to do. Before we do it, of course, I want to thank you all for watching, and I want to encourage you. If you're here this early live, you've probably subscribed, but if not, go ahead and subscribe. We'd love to have you here every Friday. And of course, I do videos during the week as well. I usually release 1 or maybe 2 videos during the week, and then the live stream here. So we'd love to see your support here. Now, let's get right into this at this point. My Roku TV, says Derek, updated to OS 11 recently, but I'm still not seeing most of the new features like what to watch. Okay. So, yeah, I'm with you. Let's see. Somebody else said that. Oh no, Derek, you said that again. Okay, good. So I did get the first one and the second one. Okay. So let's take a look. Okay, so I'm going to pull up my Roku here. Do we want no, let's put me up there. Okay. You're right. And I was surprised by this as well because this was no kidding. Here, I'll let you guys peek behind the curtain a little bit. This is what passes for a script for me. So let me see if I can share my screen. Okay, we're gonna do this screen, and we're gonna add that. There we go. Okay, so this is what passes for a script for me when when I do my videos. Often, if it's even this much. But yeah, let's go ahead and bold all these so you can see them. All right, so that's what we're going to be talking about today. I know it's too small. Hang on just a second. Let's bump that up to at least 150, right? Okay, so the what to watch menu, great. That is the one that we want to see, and it was supposed to be right here by home and featured free in live TV. And yeah, Derek is absolutely right. It's nowhere to be found. I don't see it anywhere. So yeah, when I did the software update the other day, I was really surprised by this because that is the number one feature I was most excited for, and I know a lot of other people felt that way as well. So very disappointing. I haven't reached out to Roku yet to figure out what's going on. It's possible they just didn't have the feature ready in time. But if we go up here to settings, we go to system, we go to about, then you'll see right there software version 11.0.0. And so what that that little number gives them room to do more updates within Roku OS 11, and so presumably this feature is still coming, but I haven't heard for sure what's going on with it. Socrates says I have it. Interesting. Morgan says I have it. Apparently not everybody has it. I have to show you, like, I can't do this fancy screen share with my Roku TV. I have to plug in the Roku Ultra because I have to have an HDMI connection to do it. But my Roku TV doesn't have it either. Neither does my Roku Ultra. So I don't know what's going on there. You guys say you have it. I say I don't have it. I just updated this morning, so it would be, yeah, just barely an hour ago. So we can check, but it's gonna say, yeah, it's up to date. So yeah, I don't know what's going on. Let's see. TJ's with me, not on mine either, not on my Roku TV. So I'm curious for those of you like Socrates, um, pop in there if you're able, pop into your Roku device, whatever, and go here to this software update. You can go to software update, and it'll tell you. Gosh, it's really hard to like point where it says software version 11.0. Um, isn't that a lyric from System of a Down? Yeah, or you can go here to About, and if you scroll over, it'll tell you what your software version is. So I'm curious if you guys have the feature and it's 11.0.0. Um, let me know. Okay, so that's the first one. We're gonna get to a lot of this stuff, but now that we've been in for a few minutes, let me say hi to those who have joined. Let's see. So obviously, I've Derek, Socrates, hello, Epix Gamer, another guy. Uh, let's. Oh, I have no idea how to pronounce that. I'm gonna call you Mari. I have no idea how to pronounce your name, and I apologize for that. But Arcelia, Jennifer, Monmate asks, "Can I give a review on HBO Max ad tier?" I can't. Not right now. We don't. We don't have the time for it right now, and I don't use it. I use the ad-free tier. So at some point, maybe I'll bump myself down just so I can experience the ad tier. Okay, so what is the difference of OS 10 and OS 11? So this says iOS 11, but yeah, I think you mean Roku OS 11. Um, what is the difference? Okay, so by the way, first of all, Socrates, who says he does have I'm assuming he means Socrates, says it's 11.0.0. Okay, all right, fair enough. But the question here is, what is the difference between OS 10 and 11? So let's go through some more of the features that are supposed to be on Roku OS 11. All right, so the what to watch menu option, that's what we've been covering. I don't have it. Some people seem to have it. I don't know what's going on there. Roku photo streams we'll talk about. A voice enabled keyboard, which, yeah, let's see if we can do something there with that. Live TV expansion. So like they're expanding that with a recently watched tab, and so yeah, we'll take a look for that. New sound modes, automatic speech clarity. This is something that I know the sound department, or whatever they call. I don't know what they call it, but the sound division over at Roku, they're really excited about this one. But it'll be a tough one. That one, by the way, automatic speech clarity will be a tough one for us to like really dig into and test today. Um, because of the nature of sharing screen and doing things live, and it probably won't work, in this format. But I'll do a video digging into that a little bit. Mobile content details, we can talk about that a little bit. AV sync, that one I don't have an issue with. This is like if your device is having trouble syncing, then this new software is supposed to help out with that. I don't have any problem with that. So but anyway, it's a great question. What are the differences? Those are kind of the upgrades or the updates that were supposed to happen with OS 11. Um, okay, so OS 11 was also supposed to allow for uploading your own pictures for a screensaver, and it does. It absolutely does. Let's come back to this in just a moment. Oh, that's so weird. Michael says I got it being the what to watch when I was still on 10.5. It's so interesting. Okay. Uh, uh, uh. When is OS 11 coming out? It's kind of rolling out now, but it's apparently rolling out at different times and different, like different levels for various devices. Okay, let's bump that down just a little. Okay. Software version 10.5. Okay, okay. Just yeah, I'm curious. Oh yeah, try restarting your Roku to get the what to watch option. I did actually. I did that this morning, and so when I showed you like the latest update that was about an hour ago, I did a full restart of the device. So what was weird, I'll tell you, and one of the reasons I did that is because over here on this left hand screen or this left hand bar, I was missing so much stuff. I couldn't. They didn't even have search on here. It was like stuff had just disappeared. The software was breaking down or something. So I reset it, and then it updated to 11. So okay. So if we go home, yeah, we've got featured free, live TV, search, movie store, TV store, streaming channels, my feed, my offers, and settings. And I'll show you guys how you can hide some of these, okay? But for now, let's stick with what we got. Okay, first, or not the first thing, the next thing we should talk about is photo streams. Okay, so photo streams is like somebody was saying, yeah, keeping up with the Jones. It's supposed to allow for uploading your own pictures for a screensaver. Yes, it does. And it goes a step further than that. I haven't tried out the sharing feature yet, but basically, I just grabbed a few photos off my phone. Me and my kids, me and my wife, me and some friends of mine. Just threw a few photos on here to use as a screensaver. And so now, yeah, you can go to your screensaver. This takes you right to, or it affects your settings, whatever. Um, let's see. So add, remove streams. So you can set up different streams, and we'll talk about that in just a second. Preview screensaver, set as screensaver. There we go. Okay. Oh wow. They won't let you. Oh, interesting. This is this is a user experience thing that I think they could maybe fix. Is I should be able to just press set as screensaver, and it should do it for me instead of making me go elsewhere to do it. Like it should be able to go into the Roku settings and set this as the screensaver from photo streams, right? So that's a little weird. Okay, so add or remove streams. Let's see. So these are things you set up on your phone. Okay, so I've got my phone here. If I go to photo streams, let's see. It looks like not all of my photos actually uploaded. Yeah, I tried to upload like 20 and it only did about 10. But anyway, so you go here to photo streams on Roku's website, and it'll give you a QR code on the TV for how to do that. Put a bunch of stuff on there, and so you can set up various streams and then add members to those streams. So anybody else with a Roku device can join your stream, and so they can then add photos to this here Craig's stream, and then when we're all sharing them, so we all get the same kind of screensaver if that's what you set. Um, so let's see. Oh, yeah. Anyway, okay, so that one does work so far. Again, I haven't tried the sharing thing yet, but I assume it's going just fine. Okay, so let's go back. All right. Yeah, Fraden says it's weird. I got 11 for my Roku TV, but not for my Roku Express in my bedroom yet. Yeah, they're kind of slow rolling this out so that it's hitting different devices at different times. As far as I can tell. So, okay. All right. What was next? What was next? We had let's see, that was photo streams. Number 3, voice enabled keyboard. Okay, so like I said on here, this is another catch up. This is something that Apple's been doing for years. It's one of the things that, like, the original Apple TV, I don't remember if it was the first one or the second gen that rolled out speech to text, and it was so nice, like entering passwords or whatever. So let me scroll through here, see if there's anything I haven't logged into. Um, that I need to log into. Oh goodness. I do have a bunch of apps there for the hidden gems video I did this week. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Okay, so let's go down here to a streaming channel. Featured, sure. Redbox, sure. I don't care. Whatever. Okay, we're gonna add the. Oh my gosh, You think you're getting my pin? How dare you? How dare all of you think you're getting my pin? Okay. Um, yeah. So, like Epix Gamer says on the Apple TV, I love the voice-enabled keyboard. So do I. It's from the very first time I tried the Apple TV like 5 years ago. That was the thing where I was like, why isn't everybody doing this? Because using this to click through and try to type out some big old freaking email address and weird password with all the symbols and numbers and uppercase letters, what it's just a nightmare. It takes forever. So yeah, I've always liked this. Okay, so now the channel's added. Let's go back to, okay, so go to channel. I just want to see if it'll let me log in somewhere, and so I can just try this voice to text. Let's see, search my library. Let's go to settings. Do I get to, okay, sign in, sign up? No, well, there's my email address, everybody. Don't worry. That's my junk mail address, if we're being honest. Okay, let's do email. All right, so please enter your email. Um, CRAIG at example.com. Nope. Oh, it's searching. Yeah, it's searching now. Okay, so am I missing something? Maybe there's a microphone button on here somewhere. Ha, ha, ha. Let's see. Asking if it'll be a device or upgraded software. It should just be upgraded software on your existing device. Good question, though. Unrelated, but what is the Bluetooth app? That is a shortcut to the Bluetooth settings. So you don't need the app. It's just a shortcut to your settings. Good question. Okay, so I don't see a way to do this right now. Okay, so what if we do it instead of within an app? Maybe we just go to search. The thing is, I can just say a search like we just noticed. But so I can say the Lord of the Rings. Can you tell I'm a massive nerd? Of course I'm a massive nerd. And also, hey, look, that my purple lighting matches the purple Roku. Hey, that was a happy accident. Okay, so Roku zones, I guess, whatever. Okay, so that gives you search results. But what if you come in here and I want, I don't know, HOT space ROD? What happens? Hot rod. Okay, so in that case it did. But it's not letting me type, you know, huh. Very, very interesting. Okay. So I'm going to keep my eye on that one. That's another one. Yeah. So we've already had the what to watch menu option. That's maybe rolling out, maybe not. And now we have the voice enabled keyboard. That is it there? Not from what we're seeing right now. But like I said, I'm going to do a deeper dive into OS 11 for a regular video sometime soon, and um, so I'll do a little more investigating. But if you guys, my screen is off center. Your screen is off center. I don't know what you mean. My screen is off center. Um, okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah, no. If you guys have any wisdom to offer, please by all means hit the chat. Let me know. Okay. Live. Okay, so the next one up is, let's bring that back up, the live TV expansion. There we go. Okay, so that's the one we're looking at. Live TV expansion. Let's see. We already have a live TV zone. You've probably been familiar with that, but they're expanding it a little bit. Okay, so if we look at that, let's go to the the live TV zone. This is our live TV zone, and I see no change. A recently watched tab. That's what they're adding. Okay, so a recently watched tab. Well, I guess we'd better watch something. That means I need to turn off my screen share for just a moment, and we'll see see if I can find something that. Okay, I don't care what it is we watch. Okay, so now I've done Cheddar News. Great. What if we go to Live sports. Let's do Hallmark movies and more. Okay. Okay, great. So we've turned on a couple of things on the live TV screen. So now, do we have like a recently watched tab? No, 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 no. Watch with premium subscriptions, home and DIY. Yeah, I don't see like a recently watched. Interesting. Okay. So another one that maybe they're slow rolling. I'm curious. I'm curious where all these features are that we're all so excited about. And like I said before, it could be that just because we're missing features doesn't mean we won't get them. Roku OS 11 may not have every feature in its first iteration, right? We might have to wait for more smaller updates. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, new sound modes. Great. Okay, we can do that. All right. So this one right now, if you're not on OS 11, okay. So sound modes. Let's just talk about that for a moment. This would be what we have right now is normal, bass boost, bass reduce, and bass off. And now they've got standard, dialogue, movie, music, and night. Okay, so this is something that's supposed to roll out. Let's see if we've got it. Okay, all right. Let's see. Yeah, everybody's telling me I may have to restart it. I just restarted it right before the stream. So yeah, it's not a bad thought, but I just did it. So if there's an issue, that's not gonna solve it. Okay. So you have the recently watched tab. Interesting. Okay, so let's back out of it. Okay. Let's go back to here. Featured free, live TV. Is it on this screen somewhere? That was what I was led to believe, is that it would be on this screen somewhere. Okay. I love that Apple TV is now on the live sports list. That's so good. So interesting. Okay, so let's, again, we can't, watch any copyrighted content, but we can at least dig into this a little bit. Okay, so just in case I don't want to get in any trouble, so I'm going to hide that for a moment. And let's go to, is there anything? Yeah, channels. Should be some live content here on Peacock. Yes, there is. The Rich Eisen Show, sure. NBC Sports. Man, I'm old enough to remember when he started on SportsCenter. Okay, so it makes me watch some ads. That's fine. Right? Oh, no, we'll be right back. It's on a commercial break. Interesting. Okay, great. Now it's going. Is Roku Premiere upgradable with iOS 11? Yeah, it should be. Yeah, I think they're rolling it out to all devices that are still supported. So if you have a really old Roku Premiere, depending on when you got it, it may not. But yeah, if you just a quick Google search will tell you if your model number is still being supported with software updates. But it's a good question. What to watch just seems to merge live TV and featured free into one tab. Okay, interesting. Everybody needs to stop. No, it's not. It's not that. Reset the device. That's right there. Now we're talking, Liam. Smash the like button. Okay. Great. Okay, so now we've gone into an app and done the, a live TV option there. So now let's see what happens if I get like what am I talking about? A recently watched tab. Okay, so featured free, live TV. I don't see it, you guys. I don't see it. Interesting. Okay. Well, another thing to dig into. So we've done five of the software updates that they kind of touted as here's what's coming with Roku OS 11. so far we've got, or no, that was 4 of them. We've done 4. We are 1 for 4 with actually getting them to work right off the bat. I know some of you have the what to watch, but yeah, obviously I don't. I'm 1 for 4 on getting these things to work. Okay. So new sound modes. All right. So in this case, we do need to turn on some kind of content. But you know what? I'll turn it on and then I'll pause it. Maybe I can. Oh, nope, not Pluto. It's tough because I'm doing this to my computer, but it's on the TV back there, so the delay is just killing me here. Okay, let's go to the Roku channel. We're doing them. Maybe I can push the fair use boundaries a little bit more if it's on the Roku channel, right? Because this is a Roku themed video. Yeah, that's what I'm telling myself. Okay. So we're going to go to Swimming with Sharks. I think I watched like the first couple episodes of this. It didn't totally grab my attention, but it was good. It was fine. Okay. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to let this get past the ad. It's almost done. We'll pull this up. Great. There's a screen I can pause on. No problem. Okay. So now if I hit my star key, it gives me a few, okay, sound settings, closed captioning, accessibility. If you're watching on a Roku TV, the Roku TV will also give you picture options and all that. But because this is a Roku Ultra, it's not controlling the TV settings in the same way. It's just going to do the sound settings from here. Okay, so what we're looking for, again, is new sound settings like standard, dialogue, movie, music, and night. Okay, so go into sound settings, volume level, and dialogue enhancement. Nope, that is not what we're looking for. We'll come back to this in just a moment, okay? But first, I'm curious what's going to happen. Okay, good. I can leave that there. I'm actually going to try this on my Roku TV to see if it has any other options. By the way, I just tried the live TV tab. It doesn't have recently watched either. Okay. So if we go to my home and we go to Roku channel, and by the way, sometimes those little shortcut buttons really do come in handy. So I don't have to search for the Roku channel. Okay. So let's do, okay, continue watching. Great. Oh yeah, I did make it through a few, didn't I? All right, so let's turn that on. And okay, so I know you guys can't see this because I can't share this screen, but I'm going to go to sound settings, sound mode. Aha, aha. This one does have it, you guys. So on my Roku Ultra, I do not have the same sound settings for whatever reason. But on my Roku TV, it does give me a whole bunch of sound settings, sound modes, standard, dialogue, movie, music, night. Perfect. That's what we were after. Volume mode, leveling or night. Let's turn off volume level. And here we go. Automatic speech clarity is on. So that's, I wondered if that was what this was supposed to be, dialogue enhancement. But no, that is not the case. That's not what they talked about. But on my Roku TV, they do, if I go to sound settings, I can go to speech clarity, and it has off, low, high, or auto. And auto is the big thing that they're touting, that it can actually automatically, oh geez, okay. They can automatically set those things. Okay. Now, what else were we going to look for? That was new sound modes and automatic speech clarity. Do we have, okay, if we go back to sound settings, okay. Interesting. All right, well, there you go. So Michael says, I have the auto speech clarity option. What is your device, Michael? I'm curious what it is you are using. because like I said, the right here, what you're looking at over here is my Roku Ultra, which didn't have it, but the Roku TV did, and that could have. I have to admit that could have something to do with how I've got my TV set up. That I've got the whole Roku surround sound setup going through a stream bar on the TV, and so it may be that it's just not giving the Ultra that option. I don't know. It sounds a little weak to me, but maybe. Uh, all right, let's pull up the Ultra again. Okay, so you've got a stream bar. Okay, that's good to know. Okay. Did Roku lie to us about these updates? No, not necessarily. I don't want to go that far. Like I was saying earlier, it may be that. Before we answer that, Mel, let me go back to share this. Blow this up a little bit for you. So just to keep score, I'm not getting number one. I am getting number two. No, no, yes, yes. So we are what 3 for 6 on that. And the other ones, I don't know if we'll be able to really do the other ones here on this stream. We'll see. We'll see. But anyway, did Roku lie to us about these updates? Not necessarily. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. They're not going to lie to you about the updates, but it may just not have been very clear when they're coming out. And hey, I'm disappointed that I'm not getting all of these things right away. But yeah, so let's go back to our Roku Ultra so I can show you what I'm talking about. And I know I went over this a little bit earlier in the stream, but if you come over here to settings, let's see, let's go up to system and about. There we go. All right. So software version 11.0. So that 0.0.0 that you see there next to the software version is that can be updated, right? And so it could be 11.0.1 when they bring something else out. Eventually they'll get to 11.2.5 or whatever as they do smaller iterations. A lot of times those are used for smaller tweaks, behind the scenes, things that they're not trumpeting the same way that they would when that initial version turns over from 10 to 11, right? So that's what that is. Okay. We need some decent hardware, says Pie Tossing. New Rokus need to come out. We did just get a new Roku Express. Yeah, to be honest, I don't feel this way necessarily. They don't do the same kind of massive launches that you would get from say like Apple TV when Apple TV did their new 4K box. Then they trumpet it from the rooftops. Look at this new thing. Roku is constantly coming out with slightly different or slightly better devices, and so yeah. All right. So let's answer a few more of your questions, and then this will be good. This is good fodder for me to do another video here coming up. But let's see. Okay. Well, this is fair. This is fair. Need some Wi-Fi 6 and faster processors. I get that. Yeah. It's one of those things where how much of an improvement is it really going to be? It might be huge, but it's the kind of thing with Wi-Fi 6 where it's like how much faster is the speed on your device really going to be with Wi-Fi 6? It's kind of like 4G to 5G with cell phones. Everybody's so excited about 4G to 5G, and it's like, look, your phone is stupid fast on 4G already, right? You're getting triple-digit download speeds on 4G, and so getting 5G is like, oh, okay, so it only took me 2 seconds to download that file or video or whatever instead of 3. Congratulations. With Wi-Fi 6, that's how I feel about Wi-Fi 6 with devices like this. We just don't. It's a technology that is good and interesting and will help in the future, but right now I don't think our devices necessarily need that. but hey, might be nice. The faster processors I can see, depending on the device. If you're using a cheaper Roku device, like the old Express or a couple of the old streaming sticks, yeah, they're starting to show their age a little bit. They could be a little bit slow. But I'll tell you, the processor in my Roku TV, I think it's a 6 series, is really fast. I have no lag time with my remote. The Roku Ultra is the same way. Honestly, it's a little slower now or it looks slower because of the screen share that I've got going on. It doesn't necessarily look as responsive as it does on my TV over here. So, in fact, if I do this, you can kind of, oh no, it's not gonna. Yeah, it's responsive enough. It's just not a powerful enough software to need to worry too much about, ultra fast processors. So if you've got the Apple TV, that's a more robust thing, or the Chromecast. Chromecast is a great example. The new Chromecast with Google TV. I say new; it came out like 2 years ago, whatever it was. Um, but the new Google TV is an extremely robust operating system. They could use some faster processors for sure. So yeah, no, so I get that. All right. Oops, wrong button. Okay. Interesting. Not a big feature, but refreshing the UI, the user interface, by maybe rounding the corners on the icons would be nice. Tired of the blocky look. Fair enough. Yeah, and that's totally personal preference for everybody. Um, it certainly is. It's a very clean look, isn't it? With the squares instead of the rounded corners. It's a very very clean look. Um, but I could see, if you prefer a more rounded look. Some people think it looks more modern. Um, but yeah, it's fair enough. Wasn't somebody asking me about the Bluetooth? Yeah, so I think it was Frayden asking about the Bluetooth. If I hit Bluetooth, it just goes to, yeah, my like the Bluetooth settings. So that's all. Okay, I forgot I hadn't answered that. What to watch should be over where your live TV feature free and your settings are. Not sure why you don't have it. Apparently, I'm not the only one. Okay, so yeah, I heard from a few people saying that they don't have it either, and then some people say they do. I don't know why mine doesn't. So, if you want, I'll go ahead and reset it again. Whatever. So, let's take that off the screen. We'll go to the system, and just for fun, we'll restart the device. I'm curious will this break my screen share? I'm not sure, but we're doing a full reset of the device. All right. Roku OS 11. I did not get all the features. Yeah, that's right. You should really come name my videos, title my videos. Okay. Festus can't log into the account on site. Go ahead and give him a call, I guess. Call Roku. See, yeah. Let's see. One feature that I think would be cool on more apps on Roku devices and Apple TV devices are picture in picture. So yeah, Apple TV does picture in picture for some apps. I don't I don't believe Roku has that capability. Does it? I don't think so, but I'm going to double check. I'm just going to do a quick Google search. But to the best of my knowledge, um, let's see, picture in picture. Yeah, they do not come with the picture in picture feature. This is about the TCL TVs. No, this would be okay. So this would be if we go back to somebody else's comment about. That's right. Pytossing said need Wi-Fi 6 and faster processors. That is one thing that you can do with more robust physical technology in the devices. It opens up avenues for things like picture in picture. So if you go to if you use the Fire TV Cube, where is it? I'm kind of tickling it right there. The Fire TV Cube has two processors. One, one to run like Echo, right? Run one to run the Echo device, and then another one to run the streaming portion of the device. The Apple TV 4K has a very robust processor in it, and so that allows for and the uh, graphics processor in there as well. That's what allows for things like picture in picture. And so, yeah, it would be nice. Um, but Roku, I guess they just don't feel the need for that yet. Maybe they will at some point. Okay. All right. Baba has said a couple times Apple Music is on Roku. Okay, great. I don't actually use Apple Music. Apple Music. Let's see what happens. Oh, by the way, did you notice? Oh, hey, yeah, you can install it. I'm not going to install it, but yep. Did you notice I still don't have what to watch? So let's double check. I'm going to go into my settings and make sure it's not hidden somewhere. So you guys can do this as well on yours. If you come down here to home screen, come on. Yeah, again, I'm trying to do this. Like it's super responsive over here. It's just taking a long time as I'm looking at my computer screen. Okay, so featured free wants me to show that. That's fine. Live TV, show it. Movie star TV show. So yeah, you can hide all of these things. Like, I don't need your offers. I think they're not bad. If you're looking to upgrade to a new device, you might want to turn that on and see my offers. Shortcuts, I don't need those. So you can do this to kind of clean up your home page a little bit. Let's see, featured free, live TV. I mean, TV store, whatever. Yeah, those are fine. So now if we go back to the home screen, um, there's like, I think one less option over here. And on my home screen, I no longer have the power off and what I can't remember what the other option was, but the TV off. Okay. Oh my gosh. Are you shouting at me? Are you able to download apps from the Play Store or no? Like the Google Play Store? No, definitely not. But Roku has their own app store. That's, if I come down here to streaming channels, that's where I'm going to get my apps, right? And so I kind of talked about this earlier in the week, how you can really dig down in here and find some potentially. So you'll find some hidden potential gems, right? They're not necessarily super gemmy, but let's see. Let's do music and podcast. Are they advertising Apple Music up top? I don't see it, but apparently it's in here somewhere. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so I'd like to see a web browser on Roku. Oh, yeah, a lot of people would. But the problem with a web browser on a device like this um, is vulnerability, the security, however you want to put it. Or that's one of the problems. I'm sure there's lots of problems with it. One of the problems is using this to navigate a browser is rough. Um, and that goes for any device. I'm not just talking about Roku. Just using a remote to navigate a browser is not the most fun thing in the world. But yeah, when you have a web browser and you kind of open up the entire web to a device like this, um, it does make your device more vulnerable, and that's one of the things that Roku is. It infuriates a lot of people, I'm sure, but it is good about that because they have a closed ecosystem. Because you can't just like with Android TV, and that's an open ecosystem, so people can kind of tinker with that, make their own versions of the operating system, upload whatever apps they want via side loading, that sort of thing. With Roku, it's much more closed, so you can't do that, and that does close off some of the security hazards that you would run into if you had a web browser. So like sometimes I agree, like, hey, I'd love to just do this on my on my TV, go to whatever site and scroll through on my TV. But I don't see them letting you do that anytime soon. But you can do screen mirroring. So maybe that's a possible workaround for you. If you do something on your phone, you can cast it to your Roku TV or your Roku device, whatever. So maybe that's a way around that. Let's see what else you guys have to say. We will. Let's see. I'll take a few more questions, comments, whatever, for the next few minutes before we start wrapping up in 5 or 10 minutes. One of Craig's favorite apps, Nick Jr. on Roku. Yeah, it's. Let's see. I got to go back to the homepage. So where was Nick Jr.? Oh no, you probably just saw that like in the App Store. No, it's. I deleted so many freaking apps. We did a spring cleaning about a month ago on this live stream. Some of you were there for that, and I think I had what did I have like? Uh, Now I have 38 items. I think I had like 70 or something, and we just cleared out a ton. Um, I did the hidden gems video, and like I'm never going to use this, but I thought it was an interesting way to illustrate a point. But yeah, we can remove that. Let's see. I'm hoping an update stops the SD card from locking up the system during regular updates. Oh, interesting. I haven't run into that issue, but if you are, then that would definitely be nice. Absolutely. Oh, the other option was added channels. Yeah, that's true. Um, yes. So the pictures thing in Roku 11 is only able to be set up through the Roku mobile app. Yes, that's accurate. So when you go to photo streams for the first time, so now I've been in there because I tinkered around with it just before I went live, just to make sure I didn't mess anything up with it. But yeah, when you get to this screen the first time, it'll ask you to give you a QR code. You use that on your phone, and then you can take photos directly from your phone and throw them on Roku. And so then now these are on Roku's website. Like, you be careful what you add, right? Um, but yeah, so these are all the photos in Craig's stream. So what happens if I hit options? Oh, excuse me. Wow. Okay. So that just tells me about that stream. Let's see. Oh, okay. So yeah, it's not going to give me an option to add a stream here because that's on my phone where I can go, let's see all photos. I can add members. I know you guys can't really see this. This is ridiculous, right? So you can add members. It shows me I've got 10 photos uploaded. Um, let's see. So that's in that stream. If I go here to, burp, hi Craig, my account, whatever. Yeah, you can create more than one stream. You can have one that you share with friends, one that you share with family, one, whatever. And then they'll show up here on the app. This is so confusing because it's right over there, but no, it's right here. Uh, anyway, but yeah, it is through the mobile app that you get that set up. So Michael didn't get the photo stream option yet. Interesting. Okay. So, and I assume you did what I've done. You've, gone through the resets or the, whatever else you want to do. But yeah, it seems like a lot of these features are slow rolling out to different devices. I wonder how they do that or why they do that. I'm not sure. All right. Honestly, it's probably better to have a Roku or an Apple TV because sideloading is becoming more hard. I just heard today that another sideloaded app got shut down. Yeah, that's the thing with sideloading. There are those who love kind of the thrill of skirting the law. But no, they love the idea of like, no, I'm going to get everything I want for free. So they find these apps that they can sideload onto their Fire TV, and it'll give them every cable channel they could ever desire, completely free. But well, it turns out that site that was doing it, the app that was doing it, is doing so illegally from overseas, and so it gets shut down by somebody. And then suddenly you have to go around and hunt down another app to allow you to do that. So I don't love what side loading is most often used for, but I do think it's a useful thing to know how to do. There are instances where I've side loaded things on just simply because it wasn't available on whatever app store. Usually that would be on a Fire TV or a uh, like one of the old Android TVs, Android TV devices, whatever. Um, so let's see. I love your channel. Well, thank you, thank you. I'm still calling you Mari. I have. Type out. How do I pronounce your name? I'm genuinely interested. Um, if you have a moment, go ahead and do that. Okay, so there we go. That's Roku OS 11. We're batting. We looked through of these six of these features, and we batted 3 for 6. Right, so we're batting 500. Maybe I'll get these features in the next week or two. These other features, I'm not sure, but I will keep an eye on that. All right, you guys. Any other last questions before we wrap it up and call it a day on this live stream? Go ahead and put them in. I'm just going to double check if there's anything. I am going to go into their mobile app here on my phone and see if I can figure out. That was on their website, but I'm going to go to their mobile app. Streaming. Go to Roku. Oh, come on. Where's my Roku app? All right. There we go. No, yeah, there it is. Okay, Roku. So what we're supposed to get with the mobile content details, they promise a more visual experience when searching on the mobile app. And then there will be more info on where to stream content, highlighting free or existing content. Okay, so let's find something here. We got stuff featured on the. Oh, you know what? Let's search. Oh gosh, give me a movie. Something to search. Something slightly obscure. Okay. Oh, Biodome. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so now this should look a lot like if I search it on my TV. Okay, so we got Biodome with Pauly Shore and Stephen Baldwin, obviously. Okay, so view options, add to save list, more like this. Okay, we'll come back up to some of that stuff. Wow, that's a long, like, more like this list. Okay, so nothing at the very bottom. And yes, I do need a new phone. You don't have to tell me. It's awful. The phone is great. It's just been dropped so many times. Okay, so view options. So you can watch it on Redbox for free, Tubi for free. Oh my gosh, it's free in a lot of different places. Biodome with Pauly Shore. There you go. So yeah, it looks like that is a little bit a little easier to get around. So that's great. More info on cast and crew in search results. Okay, so I guess that's what we're getting right here. I guess that wasn't there before. Whatever. Anyway, add to save list. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not going to add Biodome to my save list. So there we go. Buying flooring. Oh man, well, have fun with that. We're about done here anyway. So let's see. So wrapping it up, I guess Frayden wants to know, overall, do you think this software upgrade was great, so-so, or bad? Seems like Roku may need a bigger software upgrade to please most. I'll give it a few more weeks for them to roll out these features. Like I am genuinely disappointed that I've updated both of my main Roku devices, and how sad that I have so many that I have 2 main Roku devices. But I've updated both of them, and neither of them has a what to watch option here on the left side. Like that went on the top of my list as finally Roku is doing this. I'm just barely not hubristic enough to think that they did that because of my video. No, of course they didn't. But yeah, exactly, Derek. Hard to judge the update till we get all the features. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at as well. It's like, hey, if I can get the features, maybe I'll like it. But right now, it's a little disappointing that I'm missing a few of those. So I am curious about the sound modes and if those are really just reserved for Roku TVs, or like, can I uh, not do those? Can I not do those on the Roku Ultra because it's counting on the TV, whatever TV you're using, to do different sound modes? I'm not sure. I'll check into that. That would be my guess. Um, but yeah, okay, good. All right. Well, indeed, like Derek says, it's hard to judge the update till we get all the features. So I'm going to keep an eye on this. But if you guys have any comments on, features that you see pop up, any news about this, any personal takes on it, then please go to Twitter. That's the best way to find me if you use Twitter. If you don't, well, you're that's okay. You're probably a happier person for it. But yeah, you can find me on Twitter there, and yeah, and let me know what is going on with your Roku device. So with that in mind, thanks everybody for watching. Don't forget to actually go to reviews.org. Don't forget, it is in fact a website as well. So yes, it's a channel here, obviously on YouTube, and I'm glad you enjoy it. But go check out the site as well the next time you're looking for a um, the next time you're looking for a good review. Sorry, I'm chuckling because I hate to tell you, but this doesn't help me learn how to pronounce it. um, oh man, have a nice weekend to you, Fraden, as well. The Mariners are having a rough stretch. But yes, have a nice weekend, everybody. And yeah, let me know, just like Mel, let me know what goes on with your devices. Have a good one. I will see you next Friday.